Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII-2 on Series JG. Final Fantasy XIII-2, aka the story of Eunice Concert, aka the Zodiac Brave story. We are fighting enemies that are attacking the beach town of New Bodham, and we're being told how to paradigm shift. Let's take the tutorial. You've encountered a large group of powerful enemies. Really? Take them out one by one for quick, successful battle. During battle, press LB, aka little bitch. That's a joke from college, sorry. To perform a paradigm shift, it allows you to control a character's actions. Paradigm is your battle strategy. The roles of each party member to make up the essence of the paradigm. Double Trouble is your current paradigm. Each party member will attack a separate target. Switch to Slash and Burn to have everyone focus on one target at a time. It's not that the LB bumper was a joke in college. It was just the letters LB always standing for little bitch was a thing. It was not a joke I came up with. You successfully stagger the enemy by focusing on one target. Now is the time to unleash as much damage as possible. The chain bonus at the top right hand corner of the screen accumulates by focusing attacks on a single target. As the chain bonus accumulates, I know you can read, folks. I do have some people who listen to my LPs while doing something else. More damage is unleashed on the enemy. When your chain bonus reaches a certain point, the enemy becomes staggered. In that state, an enemy's defenses will decrease and they will take much more damage. Some enemies will enter a weakened state, while others will switch their actions altogether. Use Paradigm Shift to switch roles. Commando does heavy physical damage and maintains chains. Ravager deals magical attacks that boost chains and chain bonuses. Know the characteristics of each role and make clever use of paradigm shifts, and you'll be well on your way to defeating even the toughest of enemies. So, we pretty much want to stick with Slash and Burn as long as it's only these two. The only reason we'd ever step away from it is if we need to become Sentinels to avoid a heavy-duty attack at some point. Or Medics, which we don't actually have access to right now. Which is why it's kind of important that we hurry up and defeat these guys. Because Sarah's in trouble, and we don't actually have the ability to cure her without using items. Again, I'm not going to worry too much about the code. It's important to choose a paradigm based on the situation. As you progress through the game, you'll be able to generate your own paradigms. The trick is to keep a set of paradigms useful for facing enemies you encounter regularly, and another set for boss monsters. Yep. In my off-screening, I concentrated really hard on getting them, particularly because of the way leveling up works, which I'll explain once we actually are allowed to level up. I concentrated on getting Sarah to be pretty good at casting debuff magic, and Stud will be the one casting buffing magic, but battles against regular monsters is usually not worth the time. You usually just want to beat them up. So let's focus in on the big guy. Oh no, we actually... Double Trouble is our default paradigm. So we barely had time to stagger that one before it died. And I'm not really doing that good a job at hitting these guys. Commandos are better against these little guys than Ravagers, probably. But we got a potion. How's Stud? Or who's Stud? We haven't met yet. I bet you he sent these hell demons. Switch back to the all-commando one. Finish these guys off a little faster. Good job, stud. Didn't make any difference at all. We still got the crappy 3 stars. I guess there's one more group that we gotta defeat. Because everyone else acts like they're fighting them, but doesn't actually fight them. I got the big one! I'm vermin! Whatever, I'm not even gonna bother to switch paradigms. I'll let Stud take out the little guys. Because eventually we will focus on the same target when there's only one target. Now you can level them up as you like, but there are actually certain skills. It's similar to Final Fantasy XIII, where Vanille didn't get slow. At least she didn't get it as a Saboteur until much later than Fang did, if she ever got it at all. I don't really remember. But yeah, in this game, neither character gets haste as a synergist, and like Sarah will get all the debuffs that Noel gets, plus some Noel never gets, and Noel will get all of the buffs Sarah gets, plus some she never gets. So the game does encourage you to go a certain path with them, and overall, being a girl, Sarah's better at the magical Ravager rolls than she is at the physical attack commando rolls. Although the game doesn't really explain why she can use magic, since she's not a LaCie anymore, but whatever. Maybe she's got chug magic armor. Maybe that's what her magical clothes that appeared around her are, Sailor Moon mode. I'm surprised they didn't do a Sailor Moon transformation sequence for that, actually. And switching roles from Commander to Sentinel does not involve a dress-sphere change sequence.
Hey, Sarah. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You're not Stud. Get away from me.
Yeah. Gotta go.
Maki, don't get a bunch of innocents killed by the Cardassians, okay? That would be Maki. Maki, we likes to party.
All right, everyone, listen up.
We snack on danger, dine on death.
Hit over there. Right, we're gonna check it out.
Team Yuge, ready to roll.
I'm a one-man
That
team.
area's crawling with monsters.
So stay close. Come on.
Okay. You heard him. Move out.
Come on, lesser members of Nora, which is now the Authority, I guess. The army is no match for Nora. It's the worst slogan ever. Who's gonna cook our food?
She took a hit, but she's gonna be fine. She just needs some rest.
She took a hit from the bong, so she'll need some rest before she's fine again. You can just lay there on the grass, not talking.
Whoever you are.
No. No, Christ.
AKA Stud.
Okay.
Why is she acting like that's a weird name? Her name is misspelled Sarah.
Thank this little guy too.
Oh crap, I was fondling a Moogle this whole time?
Wow. Is that a toy Moogle?
He's supposed
Don't
to be
call
our
me
lucky
toy,
charm.
bitch.
Your sister gave him to me.
Wait, you know Lightning?
It'll be a lot of fun for me to
She's the
insert
one who
foul
told me to come here.
things into the mouth of that Moogle. I mean,
Where did you
words.
see her?
Except that it eventually does start talking, and then there's no explanation for why it wasn't always talking.
Yeah. How'd you guess?
Have you played this game before? How did you know it was called
I saw
Valhalla?
my sister. She gave you the Moogle.
That's like giving you the bird in Pulse Talk.
And the meteorite came.
And dragged me along with it. I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
You mean you actually rode here on that meteorite?
That's so cool.
Maybe. I don't know. Damned if I can remember. Why don't we go and check it out?
Check it out. Stop saying Kupo. Stop right now. Let's get ahead of that. You don't talk.
Now I know for sure. Lightning is alive. She's in a place called Valhalla.
Are you sure she's alive, though? Because Valhalla's like the afterlife.
But I believed him.
Usually.
I believed every word he said.
I knew he was a truthful
Even though it
stud.
couldn't possibly be true.
He told me the Mexicans were going to pay for the wall.
Yesterday,
I believed every word.
the smile on Lightning's face when she gave her blessing for Snow and me to get married. But I'm the only one who
She
ever
even said,
remembered that.
"Grats."
No one believes. It's just a dream, they say. from when I slept in the crystal. An illusion.
Optical illusion.
They say my sister is gone.
She's gone, man. She's
That 3
crazy.
years ago, she sacrificed herself to stop the fall of Cocoon. She turned into the crystal pillar that holds Cocoon above the surface of Pulse, and saved both worlds.
It's pretty cool.
That's what they say. But even so,
That's what they say, but even say. Now loading a door. Now loading the loading screen.
no? Is that all you're going to tell me? Your name? Who are you? What do you do?
Why are you running away?
I feel like an interrogator. Do you mind me asking?
I feel like
Shoot.
you're the hunter from the future. Well, answer us. New bottom. 003 as fuck.
I was in trouble and my man just ran off. What a loser.
Well, I mean, you were the man.
Never seen anything like them before. Took them seconds to turn our sentry bots into scrap metal.
Those are the best sentry bots
Meteorite
ever.
fell from the sky, and that's when all these monsters appeared.
Kinda cool, huh?
Right. Godot and the others went to check out the meteorite.
A lunar
Right outside
meteorite.
town along the mountain path. That way, over towards Cocoon.
Thanks, anonymous guy. You have more things to say?
Godot and the others went to examine.
I guess he does, huh? There's a lot of unnecessary side dialogue in this game.
I can't believe him!
Godot and the others left to investigate the meteorite.
Were Yuge and Maki with him?
Yeah, I think so. He made us stay here because the path is covered in fallen trees. He said it was way too dangerous for us.
Thanks, Robin from Teen Titans. But wait,
All civilians have been ordered to stay indoors.
so fallen trees are dangerous? You just got attacked by monsters from another dimension. A whole bunch of stuff is blocked off. This, by the way, this will not be
I
explained.
wanna go home to Cocoon.
These things will be gone later because the plot is trying to steer us in a specific direction. Their presence will not be explained.
Oh, hello, Miss Farron.
What up?
How are the kids? You're worried about them too? Don't worry, the kids in Lebro are safe and sound. They're inside that building by the shore.
It's blocked off by magical barriers so that you have to follow the plot.
I didn't know you were such a worrywart, but it's understandable. I guess you've been through a lot, huh?
With your sister being dead, despite what you think.
A Moogle that moves? That's so cute.
Well, I guess we've now established that other people can see that thing. And that's right, I said that thing. And I'm still having the jumping tutorial explained to me. I wonder if it'll be like, I can come back here like late in the game, I'm at level 99, ready to fight the final boss, and it still says, press B to jump! Oh, the music is getting pretty intense. We better go out there.
That's really neat.
A lunar meteorite.
Curiosity killed the cat, you know.
You ask me a question, you die. Did you really see lightning? Where are you from? Tell me about Valhalla and you're a hunter? She probably really wants to confirm he saw lightning, but he already said he did. So let's go with where are you from?
Where are you from? Somewhere inside Cocoon?
Are you perhaps hiding behind your shoulder like I am?
Still exists in this age. I've traveled around a lot, following the herds, ever since I was born.
Herds of
Wait,
what?
What do you mean? You were born on Pulse?
You're less than 3 years old?
I'm not trying to hide anything.
But that's all the information you get out of me. Because, yep, that was it. Mog Clock tutorial. At least it's not the Mog Clock tutorial. Learn about Mog Clock and monster encounters. Whenever monsters suddenly materialize, the Mog Clock appears and progresses through the following indicators. Green, the enemy is immobile and preemptive strike is possible. If you attack successfully, you will begin the battle with bonuses. Yellow, the enemy is moving and ready for battle. Coming into contact with the enemy will begin a standard battle. Time's up. When enemy is fully alert and attacks. When time runs out, the battle begins automatically. You cannot select retry for battles that begin in this manner. You can attack any enemy within the encounter circle. Press A to initiate battle with an enemy in front of you. Escape from battle by moving far away from the enemies so that none remain within the circle. When the Mog clock appears, it's up to you whether to take on the enemy or flee. That's right, this game brings back... Well, you know what, let's just run away. This game brings back random encounters, which the last game, Final Fantasy XIII, for all of its flaws, you never had random encounters. You encountered enemies, sometimes they were in your path and you couldn't progress without fighting them.
What's up, Noel?
Sometimes you could avoid them, but you never just had random encounters.
I just didn't think it would be that beautiful. Cocoon. It's exactly
Should you let Noel finish his dialogue, NPC?
really here.
Well, yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not trying to hide anything. Noel is staring at Cocoon like he's seeing it for the first time. What to say? My sister is there. You seem a bit shaken, not used to seeing Cocoon, or what do you mean in the legend? I guess you seem a bit shaken, not stirred.
You seem a bit shaken there, Noel.
That obvious, huh? I thought I knew what to expect. Being thrown into a world you don't understand is a lot more terrifying than I imagined.
Anyway, I'm a hunter from the future.
I'm not sure I get
I'm
what you
your...
I mean what I say.
And I said what I meant. Noel is honest, 100%. Or faithful, I suppose is... Anyway. Man, I don't actually get to talk to him. I didn't even press B that time. Oh, there's monsters out here that are not... These are local monsters. They're not other dimension monsters. I think we should just have slash and burn as our default. But I don't want to get into a whole lot of random monster encounters because, like I said, I grinded off screen, so I'd just as soon get to that point in the story so I can load the game and have a leveled up party. But at this point, we're not able to capture monsters yet. We haven't gotten that far in the story.
Looks like no one will be fishing today.
All they drop is occasional potions. Oh, Mog found a treasure chest. Boo, 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 boo. Watch out for the boo-boo. Maps display your current position of interest. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, we can press X. I guess you don't even have to go to the menu. And you can track how much you've explored, and there's apparently some kind of special quest. There's some kind of in-game reward for exploring everywhere. So he just hopped down off the cliff. Hey, Waka. Walkoid.
Sarah, still in one piece? We're seeing lots of unfriendly critters around that meteorite.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Who's this?
Oh,
This is
this
Stud.
Noel. He helped LeBro and me out of a tight spot.
Is that right?
Are you part of a different ethnic group, Godot? I can't really tell.
Hey,
I'm Godot.
okay.
Wait
take
for
it
me.
Easy, big guy. I am not here to make trouble for anyone.
You better not. Anything happens to Sarah and the boss will string your carcass out to dry.
I appreciate the fact that Snow will unleash unspeakable violence on anyone if they do anything I don't like.
The boss sounds like a bully. Oh, Godot seems concerned for Sarah's safety. How should Noel respond to Godot's distrust? So now we're making decisions for Noel. This boss sounds like a bully. I'll keep Sarah safe. I thought you were the boss. Who's the boss? Oh, I gotta go with that. Who's the boss?
The boss? Who's that?
He ain't here right now.
I'm not. Actually, in my off-screening, I believe I said, you seem like the boss. And he goes like, oh, really? Gosh. And still walks off. But I just realized, like, how could I not go with who's the boss? So, by the way, I'm not pressing B. I'm auto-jumping because now that's the thing.
I just ignored battle and opened a treasure chest.
We got a Libroscope. Because I don't think there are technique points in this game for us to use Libra. Let's invade neighboring countries. Guess we're fighting a pulse robot. So yeah, much like Final Fantasy X-2, this game is going to recycle lots of enemies. This is not working. I keep meaning to switch slash and burn to my default and not actually doing it. Because these guys, although I don't know that they explain it to you in this game, the Pulse Soldier is kind of like our tutorial on here's why the chain gauge and staggering is important for the last game, because they're like kind of really slow to defeat if you don't stagger them. And then once you stagger them, they die like immediately. However, they are super useful in this game when you capture them because they are sentinels. We'll get to it later, but when you capture monsters, they don't get to have different types of jobs. Each monster is either a commando, a ravager, a sentinel, etc. And having a monster sentinel is handy for a couple of reasons. Data log, society, magic. Magic is the ability to draw on the crystal power residing within oneself and make possible all manner of incredible feats. This power was once only the province of Lassie, but since the catastrophe and the migration to Pulse, some former citizens of Cocoon have suddenly developed the ability to wield magic. Sarah is one of these people. So, lame. You basically just decided, we want everyone to be able to do magic, so let's ignore the lore from last time. Many of those who now command magical energies are simple civilians and have never had Sarah's experience of once being a Lassie. It is theorized that the move to Grand Pulse has awoken these abilities, and people are beginning to see magic as just another tool in their everyday lives. Noel is also capable of casting spells, but doesn't seem to think of himself as anything special. So they could have fun with it and say, oh, people could always had magic, but the Fall Sea, did something to prevent magic in people as part of their evil plans, but nah, they couldn't be bothered. Mog is a small, mysterious creature covered in white fur. He has bat-like wings that he often beats as he flits around, but his power of flight does not appear to rely on them. Mog has a crystal bauble that reacts to the presence of anomalies, and he is proficient at finding lost objects and Lost Odyssey. Another game I could probably LP. But his most astounding feature is his ability to transform into a weapon. With the right components available, Mog is capable of evolving into even more powerful weaponry. Lightning came across Mog in Valhalla and asked the strange little being to act as Sarah's protector and good luck charm. Although he closely resembles the fictitious Moogles described in Cocoon's fairy tales, the connection is uncertain. I think this game actually gets into explaining that if you do some of the optional side quests. But in the third game, you just flat out come across a town of Moogles. Roll Commando. Oh, here we go. Commandos have the most damage-dealing potential, and their powerful attacks maintain the chain gauge longer than others. Paired them with Ravager, whose magic attacks boost the chain gauge to inflict a constant stream of damage. The roll bonus is physical and magical attacks deal extra damage. Ravager attacks are infused with the four elements fire, ice, lightning, and wind. Half of those being characters. Well, not ice, its name is snow, but a combination of the Ravager's various abilities can increase the chain bonus and unleash more damage. Find out the enemy's vulnerability and execute commands that are zero in on its weakness. Pair Ravagers with stabilizing commandos to make an efficient chain building machine. Oh, I forgot to see their roll bonuses improved chain bonuses. Now, take a look at Sarah's butt. Sentinels bear the brunt of enemy attacks to protect the rest of the party. With their high defensive capabilities, they have the ability to lessen the amount of damage taken and to launch counterattacks. They can also increase chain bonus duration with the Provoke command. Use this roll when fighting multiple foes who deal heavy physical damage. The roll bonus is physical and magical resistance is increased. Items and battle results. I guess we don't get to find out about the other classes until we can actually play as them, because at this point we can't.
What's going on here?
What's going on? Respond.
I see it too. Pretty sure it's no dream.
Not a very good one, anyway. Alright, I'm some dude. I guess he's gonna fight them for us. Oh, blue-haired guy, my favorite character.
Hey, Huge.
Hey. So, this
I'm
is the
Team
famous
Huge.
Noel, huh?
Yep.
Famous
I guess
stud.
news travels fast.
Oh, there's not much to talk about
Everyone
around here.
told me how you helped her out. I'm Huge. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to
Hey,
know that LeBro can still talk.
What's with the new style and threads, Sarah? Not exactly a dress up and hit the town kind of occasion.
Aren't you wearing the same clothes all the time like everyone else in this world? I don't remember putting them on. You want to try them on? You're the one to talk. And they fell from the sky. I don't remember putting them on. That's what I did off screen. It didn't seem to trigger anything funny. So let's try. You want to try them on?
You want to try them on? They might look better on you.
I don't think so. Wouldn't want to show you up or anything.
Besides, I've
Okay,
got a
I better
waist
get
that's
going.
more than 4
See you
inches.
guys later.
Bye.
Yeah, so that wasn't particularly funny either, but whatever.
More of them.
Maybe it's an illusion. Like some
Maybe it's
sort of
Maybelline.
mirage
We got
shines
Phoenix
through on
down.
distance.
I can talk to this goof.
Weird. How did these plants grow
Weird.
so fast?
Weeds.
I don't get it. It
I
must
don't
be
know
like
what's
it's
going on,
stable
man.
Time or something.
More meteorite phenomena.
Do 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 do.
Oh, look at this stuff. Ever since that rock came down, we've been seeing all kinds of aberrations.
Pretty cool though.
Do you have any idea what's happening?
Do you know what's going on, Holmes?
Not the slightest clue. Some spots seem to have sped forward centuries,
And others are stripes.
but other parts haven't changed at all.
So, these areas are from different timelines. Realities
Aw.
blending together. Like 2 ages overlapping. That about right?
Right. It's exactly like that.
So, do you know what's going on? After the meteorite hit, different reality. I think this starts to get less frequent as the game goes on. They're constantly doing this nonsense of these live triggers at the beginning. After the meteorite hit, different dead realities started bleeding into ours. Let's see what Let's ask Mucky what he thinks. Where did the Moogle come from? Even you can't figure out what's going on. Where are the monsters coming from? Or where did the meteorite come from? I think the logical question is where the monsters are coming from.
Are these creatures from another world as well?
Oh yeah, I guess I should have
That's
asked
what I'm trying
about
to
the
figure
Moogle.
out.
I think it's safe to say they're from another world. I mean, you haven't seen anything like them around here, right?
Well, the Pulse soldiers and the... Some of them, yes, actually.
Man, I can't believe this.
This is bullshit, man. So you never get to go back and actually ask about the other questions from your dialogue. Oh shit. I didn't realize that I meant to stop right before I did. But it's fine. I'll stop right now. I'm the Mysterious JG. Thank you guys very much for watching. When we come back, something is going to happen. What will it be? You'll find out next time. Bye-bye.